Good morning guys, what's up? I hope you're all having an awesome day. I'm in lazy Sunday mode currently. I got my headphones and I'm just about to head downstairs. Today's a pretty exciting day and it's just about all those little tiny wins you have in life. Yes, the Falcon still has a broken trans. It hasn't magically fixed itself since I've done the interior. But the car is going back on all fours today and I'm super keen for that. It's having all four rotor grids back on it since the day I pretty much went out to go to the track. And oh man, it's gonna be cool to see the whole thing finished and done and ready for its next step, which is, well, engine out, and then the next step after that is new trans. So yeah, I'm just excited to have the first stage done. You're trying to steal my spotlight. You got yogurt on your nose, mister. Don't ya? Don't want to clean that off for you. Oh, I gotta let my finger now, don't I? There you go, mister. You can see that where I've been working has just been an absolute junkyard. Like, I got some brand new, well, basically brand new Brembo sitting right there, reconditioned and all. Just pads, rotors, wheels, tools, stickers, bits of interior, more rotors, and just so much just junk. And I've been working around it because I sort of knew where everything was, but now that everything's back in its place and back where it needs to go, it's all going back in the car. So yeah, no, it's looking really nice. It smells good in here too. It smells real good. So yeah, today, gold, clean, wheels back on, fix up all the tools, make my toolbox look presentable again. Maybe wash the Skyline. We'll see how we go. Unfortunately, it hasn't been washed since I got it back from the drift day, and it's rained last night, and now the rain has baked onto everything, and now I have a really dusty R33. So we'll fix that there too. All right, let's get to it. Job done, and pretty much happy with everything that I've been able to sort of achieve over these past few weeks. To be honest, I had absolutely no idea how to pull apart the entire interior on a Falcon, and then let alone install sound deadening and actually only cover up maybe less than 10 holes that I actually needed. So more than happy, and all of the screws went back in unless I lost a few. But yeah, it seems like everything had a home, and it's just, I'm so over the moon with how everything went. Car's now back on all four wheels. Oh man, I've missed this site so much. So just gonna do a little bit more cleaning up before I finish up here today, and yeah, just get rid of like all the Jackson stuff. Got my Brembo sitting down there with a high-mount manifold for an RB25 if I want to use it. There's just a whole big bunch of stuff. And yeah, super stoked. Car's back down on the ground, the closest it's been. to running again. That's in a few more weeks. 24th, guys. 24th is when it booked in. So it should be running by October. Hell yeah. Also, I know this is a little bit of a weird sort of subject as well, but completely disregarding cars and stuff like that. Back when I was a sort of like a really young teenager, sort of like between 13 and 14 years old, I used to do like competitive RC racing and stuff like that. Mainly off-road stuff, but it was so much fun. I ended up selling all of my stuff for really cheap, pretty much giving most of it away. I used to do like 1/8 EP off-road buggies, and it was so much fun. But Alex had an RC car lying around, and I've been wanting to get one for months. Well, actually, no, years. And so I thought it'd be a perfect time now, whilst, you know, the Skyline's waiting for a little bit more work, and the Falcon's waiting for a little bit more work, that we can finally get out and finally do something that's going to be fairly inexpensive compared to cars, and still hopefully provide some pretty decent content for you guys. So I don't know if you guys are interested in the RC content, but I'm thinking about picking up myself like a 1/10 ready to run electric buggy, and just maybe seeing if I can find something on Facebook Marketplace, or just heading down to a hobby shop and seeing if I can find like a Team Losi like 1/10 ready to run. But I don't know, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, Alex had this HSP drift car lying around. Now HSP, I actually had one of these a long time ago. It was the very first actual like buggy that I had a long time ago, and it used to break on me every single 2 seconds, like every time I took it out for a drive. But I don't see how I could potentially break a drift car, like honestly. So yeah, it's got these horrible, terrible wheels on it. They look like Drift Techs, they're just disgusting. And it also came with a Skyline shell, which looks sick. Old brush motor, just runs on 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride batteries. Yeah, it's actually just like a very stock standard 1/10 four-wheel drive kit. So yeah, I only had to order a new battery for it. The other battery is probably like 6 years old and just not living the best life. Like, it's a 2300 mAh, and it's like, it only lasts, I dare say, 20 seconds of like, I get one good rip and then it's dead by the time I come back. So I've ordered the brand new 5000 mAh 7.2 volt battery. So hopefully that should be sweet. I don't believe this ESC and brushed combo can stand up with lipos just yet, but I'm pretty sure that the ready to run that I get hopefully might be able to run with lipos and stuff like that. So I don't know, it'd be pretty interesting. There's a few really cool tracks around me. Like, I used to do all my racing back up in Gladstone when I used to live there. But there's a few really cool tracks out here. There's a really awesome on-road track down at Brendale, which is about 10 minutes down the road. And then another 10 minutes down the road from that, there is a massive off-road track, which I think honestly would be perfect for a 1/10 EP off-road buggy. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'll keep working it out and figuring it out. And yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. But I don't know, what do you guys reckon? Alrighty guys, so I've just finished up sort of doing everything and cleaning everything up, and it's just one of those afternoons that it's been so productive, but I haven't really filmed too much, but I just feel so good about, even though both of these cars give me so much grief, they look sick and I love them both so much. Skyline, such a sick car. Man, it was so cool drifting, and I can't wait to get back out there. Definitely try and set up the car a little bit better this time, and get some decent rubber, and just, I don't know, just during the day would be nice. So yeah, we'll definitely hit up a track very soon. And the Falcon, yes, it's currently broken, but we'll get it all sorted eventually. Once the new transmission goes in it, I got some oil pump gears to go in it, and then I'm just going to be waiting basically for a built tail shaft. As soon as I find one for sale, I'll be grabbing one of them as well. And then this whole car will be built. The diff isn't really an issue. These things hold up to crazy amounts of power, same as the axles. So as soon as we go the transmission, the tail shaft, and then do those oil pump gears, this thing is going to be such a beast. So yeah, 1 month's time, we're going to have this thing ripping around the roads once again, and the tracks hopefully. I'm a little bit nervous about going back out on the track on this thing, and I'm going to be easing it in, and I know it's going to be a built transmission, but I'm so scared about taking this thing out on track again. But just look at the color of it. It looks so goddamn good. And the Skyline's just the Skyline. It just does Skyline things and looks like a Skyline, and I don't know, it's just, it's cool. It's leaking a little bit of oil though. that gear, I gotta replace that gear too. God damn it, so much stuff to do. And also over the next couple of days as well, I really want to do a, you know, like how I did that Falcon build in 10 minutes. I want to try and do the Skyline build in 10 minutes because you guys will know the Falcon was pretty much just a panel swap, then add a few little bits here and there, and then go out to the dyno and do that. You know, back then it was a big milestone for me to finally get that thing tuned, but I feel like the Skyline's had so much more work done to it. If you guys think about it, just the amount of little things we did, even just going over and doing little bits in the front bumper and the splitters, and then refreshing the entire engine, putting a new gearbox in, putting a new diff in, changing around the whole interior and panning all that up and painting 2 billion sets of wheels. There's so much more work that's gone into this car that I put in personally than this car right here. But even still then, I'm so proud of them both. I love them both. They're both cool.